At the University of Southern California, Bayrok Khoshnevis has developed a revolutionary building technology that can turn Mars into our next frontier town.
Contour crafting is a large-scale fabrication technology that is based on layer fabrication, commonly used in 3D printing.
Khoshnevis has designed an automated printer that rapidly lays down 2 to 4 inch lines of fast-drying concrete. Given a computerized blueprint, it leaves spaces for plumbing, wiring, and any kind of built-ins you could want.
Currently, it could take several months to build an average-sized home. With contour crafting, it will be possible to build an entire home within a day.
Initially designed for emergency housing on Earth, NASA seized on its potential as an automated planet builder.
3D printing is pretty much hands-free. You don't have to get in there to change specific tools or recalibrate anything. You press a button and it will be built.
Could we, in fact, start using these 3D printers on Mars to create our own biosphere? Absolutely.
But how do you make billions of pounds of concrete on Mars? Taking just 2 pounds of material from Earth to Mars could cost $100,000.
So my proposal to NASA has been to not depend on any material to be taken from Earth and just use the planetary material.
The key will be finding Martian soil that contains sulfur, which melts at 240 degrees Fahrenheit.
My idea was to basically melt the soil much like volcanic lava. So these molten segments act like cement, and we can extrude it through a heated nozzle.
Once the heated soil cools down, it will be as strong and hard as the concrete we use right here on Earth. It can be used to build everything: homes, reservoirs, aqueducts, and bridges. All the things we use here on Earth to engineer a civilization can be made on Mars.
We don't have to create factories and employees to go and do it. 3D printers are going to give us the ability to replicate the essential elements of modern civilization much faster than anybody would have imagined we could even 10 years ago.
We will build small little habitats and then little towns and eventually cities on Mars, the same way we did in the United States, where you use the natural resources.
But harsh conditions at the most remote frontier town in history will test the resolve and engineering aptitude of its settlers.
Now, remember that Mars has something like 1% of the atmosphere of the Earth. So whatever we do is going to take a long time to turn Mars Earth-like, on the order of centuries.
The Martians, and eventually people living there will be called Martians, just like we're called Americans, will create a civilization which should be very inspiring because it's a fresh start for humanity.